Candace, the Edgy Veg.
Hi, I'm Molly, Edgy Veg Jr.
I like that. I like that. We're keeping that. Welcome back to another, we're going to taste things for you that are vegan and tell you which ones we like the most. But before we get into that, I wanted to give a huge shout out to Herbaland, who is sponsoring today's video. So they make these delicious vegan vitamin gummies. They are the only way that I take my vitamins these days. I think I've got everybody on the team hooked on them at this point.
Yep.
They make plant-based omega-3s, vitamin C, calcium, and D3, and B12, but they also make gummies. They're like healthy candy, which is so fun. These are new ones. They're a collaboration with Wise Iced Tea, but they have a bunch of different flavors. And then they also have the snack healthy ginger gummies, and they're perfect and delicious, and we love them. Thank you so much to Herbaland for always sponsoring delicious vegan content like ours. I'll give you guys some information on codes and links midway through the video because I know that you're here for cheese.
And they don't make a cheese gummy yet.
Yet. Maybe, maybe one day. A couple weeks ago, we did an ice cream taste test. We did a Impossible Foods versus Beyond Meat taste test. I would say an overwhelming amount of comments asked for cheese.
Yes, everybody wants to hear our opinions about cheese, and we're happy to eat it.
Yeah, when it comes to vegan cheese, there are opinions.
Some of it's bad, undeniably.
Yes, some of it's good. Some of it is just like its own thing. We have a lot of really delicious vegan artisanal cheesemakers in Toronto here, and it's just like its own category. So we picked out some of the cheeses that we have readily available to us here in Toronto and thought we would do a grilled cheese cheddar cheese taste test.
Face off.
Face off. Cheese off? Good. What are the cheeses that we have today?
On my side, I have Earth Island cheddar shreds. So all of these are slices or blocks because they're easiest to throw in a grilled cheese. So these are the Earth Island cheddar slices. And I feel like Earth Island's one of the older ones.
Yeah, I think when I first started liking vegan cheese, they were one of the first ones that I liked.
And then also Violife, which is also huge, also big cheese.
Yeah, now available at Walmart everywhere, which is really great for accessibility for people here in Canada because we haven't really had like great accessibility to good vegan cheese for a while.
Outside of the specialty stores.
Yes, of course. On my side, I have the Daiya Deliciously Dairy-Free Medium Cheddar Flavor Block. And then I have the Applewood Vegan Smoky Melts Beautifully Smooth Creamy. It doesn't say what it is, but it's like a cheddar, I think.
It's a smoked cheddar.
We're just gonna go with that.
That's the only one that's a cheese company first. The
Yes.
other ones are vegan companies first. This one is cheese.
Cheese, but this is a vegan cheese. It's a deliciously smoky flavored vegan block with added calcium and vitamin B12. Cool.
You know what else has added calcium and B12?
Soy milk.
Herbaland gummies.
Yes, they do. So I thought that we could try each one like unmelted on their own. Do you think that with a lot of vegan cheese, like it has to be melted?
Yeah, usually I wouldn't eat them raw, cold out of the fridge. I wouldn't really slice one up and do a cheese and cracker unless it's more of a soft cheese.
Fair enough.
I think most of these are best melted.
Yeah, I think I'm probably the same. I definitely prefer them melted. I think with Earth Island, actually, though, I will like sometimes take the slices and like eat it with like a Ritz cracker and it's fine. It's not like bursting with flavor when it's not melted, but it's fine. I have never tried the Applewood. I'm really excited about that.
It's new, I think.
All right, so should we go left to right?
Sure. Should we just...
What is the like main ingredient in this? Filtered water, coconut oil, potato starch.
Smells like nothing.
Yeah, it smells like nothing.
It's like a craft single.
Yeah, like a harder craft single. Because craft singles are really soft.
But it's giving me,
Processed cheese vibes.
yeah, processed cheese flavor. It's good though.
Yeah, it's fine. I would eat it like this on a cracker. Have eaten it like this on a cracker. All right.
Violife is coconut oil, potato starch, cornstarch.
Oh, so pretty much
The same.
same. All right.
Made in Greece. I didn't know that.
I was about to say hello in Greek, but halfway through realized I don't know what hello in Greek is. Oh, good. Is it Friday?
Same texture to me.
Yeah. These two I find are really similar. Yeah, I find them to be really similar in flavor.
This one might be a little bit stronger,
Yeah. Saltier. This one's saltier.
but they definitely look the same right out of the package.
Fine.
Tastes like cheese.
Yeah.
Somebody explained what cheese tastes like to me, I would assume it's this. I guess somebody, if you've never had cheese,
I don't know. Like, creamy, salty.
cheesy.
When you lose cheesy, it's hard to describe things. Okay, so this is the Applewood Smoked Vegan.
This smells like,
So this is the cheese company that makes vegan cheese.
so I have high hopes for this because they're a cheese company first, like Ben and
Oh, it
Jerry's.
smells like feet. This is a good
Yeah.
sign.
This smells like when you get an expensive cheddar, like an older cheddar on a charcuterie board or something, that's what this smells like to me.
Yeah, it's also water, coconut oil, potato starch, modified maize starch, so corn.
Yeah. I love it.
Oh, the texture is a bit mealy.
The bite
Yeah,
is a little bit off, but the
but
flavor.
the flavor is really good. Yeah, it's almost like sweet but smoky.
It's like rich, and I like that it's got a color on the side of the block. So when you do have it on a charcuterie, how do you pronounce that?
I know, I call it charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie board.
When you have it on a cheese board, it looks a little bit more la classe, you know?
Then we have the Dea cheddar block, medium cheddar.
It smells a little bit more cheddary than the first two orange ones.
Oh, I don't smell anything, but I also am still recovering from loss of smell from having COVID. Yeah, I don't really smell. This one is tapioca starch, coconut oil, pea protein.
The flavor is there, but again, the texture is a little bit weird.
I think this texture is better than the one that we just had, but the flavor in the one that we just had is better than this. There's something bitter at the end. There's a bitter aftertaste.
But it's good. Tastes like more mac and cheese cheddar rather than fancier cheddar.
The cutting board Dea shreds are unbeatable in my personal opinion. They're amazing, but I don't know if I would like them raw.
You don't eat shredded cheese out of the bag at 3 in the morning?
No. Okay, so out of all those four, which one's your favorite?
Absolutely the Applewood was my favorite to eat unmelted.
Yeah, it's a nice, like, the rest of them all kind of tasted the same. There wasn't too much there. It was fine, but yeah, it gave me a little extra something.
It's also probably double the price of the rest of them.
That's the problem
So-
with this stuff. Sure, veganism is expensive when you buy only this. Because of amazing sponsors like Herbaland, we get to make these really fun videos for you guys, and it makes it fun for us. And then we don't have to like ask for you guys to give us Patreon money, which is nice. So if you are not yet familiar with Herbaland, where have you been? What rock are you living under? Because I've only talked about them like every third video for like a year. They are my favorite vitamin and supplement company. They are local here to Canada. They're Canadian made. They do all of their R&D, packaging, everything in-house. Love them. They're all vegan. A lot of their gummies are sugar-free, but if you are looking to supplement your vegan diet or not vegan diet, these guys are probably the only reason why I take my vitamins, because it feels like eating candy every morning or evening or midday that you want. I've also been put on a very strict protocol because I had COVID back in February, and so I have to take certain amounts of certain vitamins every single day, and taking them in candy form has just made things a lot better. So if you want 20% off any order that you ever place with Herbaland, with my code, you can get 20% off. It is EdgyVeg20. The link is in the description box down below. And check them out. They're always coming out with new healthy candies, healthy snack things like their snack healthy gummies. And they always have new collaborations. So definitely check them out. Link is in the description box. And the code is EdgyVeg20. And now back to the taste test. All right, so we've made them into little grilled cheese bites. We didn't want to go ahead and eat 4 grilled cheeses each, so
On
we have
camera.
On camera. So we have little grilled cheese bites. These are melted, and we're going to see how we feel about them melted. So which one is this?
This is Earth Island.
Earth Island. Remember when you first went vegan and you had certain vegan cheeses and they like created a film in your mouth?
Just oily.
Yeah, it doesn't have that.
Yeah, that's really nice, actually. It melts really smooth.
Yeah, does it have like a cheese bowl? Yeah, a little bit. Okay. All right. So where are we at?
Next is Violife.
This one's Violet. This one changed the color a little bit. Creamier. Way creamier.
Better.
Yeah, they taste the same, but the mouthfeel in this one is way better. Ooh, cheese pull.
And they were all cooked the exact same time in the pan together. And there's nothing else in them, just butter in the pan and one slice of cheese each. So.
Yeah. Yeah, this has a nice cheese pull too. It's also saltier. I like that.
It might be a little bit too salty for some people, but I like it. It's very creamy. Hi, Harley.
This is the Applewood.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
It's giving me like Gouda almost. Gouda, is that the?
Like a smoked Gouda. Really, that with a slice of green apple? Hi. My dogs are trained. Trained too big. I really like that.
Yeah, that one's really nice.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't say it tastes like cheddar though.
No.
It has a nice cheese pull.
It's definitely got the gooey.
It doesn't stick to my mouth at all, which I like. No film, not oily. It's just really, really creamy. All right, and last but not least, we have the Daiya medium cheddar block.
This one looks like it melted the least.
Oh yeah, mine's still in like a block or like a slice. Yeah, it didn't really melt.
It sort of tastes the same as the slice, just in
Yeah.
the toast.
In terms of melted, I think also the Applewood is my favorite. I think the Applewood and then the Violife, then the Earth Island, then the Daiya.
I think I like the Daiya shreds better than the block.
And I think the Daiya slices, which I couldn't find, so I got the block, but I think they act completely different as well. I think their shreds, their block, and their slices all act differently. I could be wrong. They could all be the same recipe, but I don't think so. Oh, look at that face. Yeah, I think that's my order. What about you?
The exact same. Exactly the same.
I really like this Applewood.
Yeah, I am going to continue to buy this. I found it at Loblaws when I got it. I think that's the only place
How much was
they
it?
have it. Like $12.
Oh my God. That's too much for cheese.
Think about fancy cheese though.
That's true. Because Earth Island's like $6.99. Violife is like $4.99.
I think it's $4.99 at Walmart, yeah.
I can't remember the Daiya price.
I think it's around the same range.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Applewood is more expensive, but if you look at like a fancy cheese on a dairy perspective, it's pretty in line with those.
Well, if you like this cheese taste, if you like this cheese taste test, we have a whole fridge full of more cheeses. We just thought we would do like 4 per episode. So if you like this and you want us to taste test those, I can't talk today. If you want us to taste test those, I guess let us know and we'll do the exact same thing that we just did.
With mozzarella or a different product entirely.
Yeah, I think I have mozzarella, Swiss, and provolone in that one. I don't know why my voice went up.
And if you want to see us being cheesy some more, subscribe to the channel
Where we will eat cheese
and make cheesy jokes.
that are not good. And if you have something else that you want us to taste test, perhaps it's a vegan meat product. Perhaps it's a milk. Perhaps it's a candy. You can leave them in the comment section down below. And thanks again to Herbaland for sponsoring today's video. Bye!